Do you need me to repeat this sentence 3 times just to make sure you are still listening? Apparently, if you're watching a movie on Netflix, the answer is yes. They think you have the attention span of a goldfish, and honestly, hearing the industry admit it out loud is somehow worse than just suspecting it. Hey Geekly, Kikai Wafra here. Strap in, we're opening the file. So, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck dropped by the Joe Rogan Experience recently to promote their new Netflix flick, The Rip. And while they were there, Damon decided to stop being polite and start being real about how the streaming giant is fundamentally changing how movies are built. And I don't mean budget or cameras, I mean the actual writing. Damon revealed that streaming executives are explicitly asking filmmakers to change the structure of their movies to account for the fact that you, the audience, are barely paying attention. Here's the breakdown. In the old days, you learned to write an action movie with 3 big set pieces. One in Act 1, one in Act 2, and the massive finale where you spend all your money in Act 3. Simple. Classic. But Damon says the streamers have flipped the script. They want a massive explosion in the first 5 minutes. Why? Retention. They are terrified you'll get bored and click away to watch clips of The Office for the millionth time. But it gets worse. Damon said, and I quote, "It wouldn't be terrible if you reiterated the plot 3 or 4 times in the dialogue because people are on their phones while they're watching." You heard that right. They want characters to explain the plot over and over again, just in case you missed a key detail while you were doom scrolling on Instagram. Now, let's play devil's advocate for a second. Let's look at this from the corporate boardroom. Are they wrong? Be honest with yourself. When was the last time you watched a movie at home without checking a notification, grabbing a snack, or pausing to answer a text? In a theater, you are trapped in a dark room. You are forced to focus. At home, the movie is fighting for dominance against your phone, your laundry, and your cat. Netflix has the data. They know exactly when people pause, rewind, or the ultimate nightmare, exit the app. If the data says that 40% of people drop off if nothing explodes in the first 3 minutes, then a smart business executive says, put an explosion in the first 3 minutes. They're just adapting the product to the way the consumer actually consumes it. It's logical, it's data-driven, it's efficient. But that is when I read the fine print and the soul leaves my body. Because when you start engineering art to accommodate bad habits, you're not making movies anymore. You're making expensive background noise. You're making a 2-hour screensaver that occasionally yells at you to look up. This philosophy treats the audience with absolute contempt. It assumes you're too stupid or too dopamine-fried to follow a narrative arc without a character turning to the camera and saying, "As you know, Bob, we must find the bomb by noon." It kills subtext. It kills mystery. It kills the very reason we watch films. And the irony, the audience isn't actually asking for this. Ben Affleck pointed this out in the same interview. He brought up the hit series Adolescence. That show broke every single one of these retention rules. It was dark, it was slow, it had long takes of the back of people's heads, and huge stretches of silence. And guess what? People loved it. They locked in. Affleck proved that if you make something compelling, people will put the phone down. But the executives don't want to take that risk. They'd rather feed you a predictable, loud, repetitive slurry that requires 0 brainpower because the algorithm says that's the safe bet. They're training us to be bad viewers and then blaming us for it. Anyway, link in the description for the full interview. I need to know where you stand on this. Are you Team Netflix? I multitask, so please remind me what is happening. Or Team Cinema? Shut up and trust me to pay attention. Let me know in the comments. Alright, we are officially closing the file on this one. You know the drill. If this breakdown hit the spot, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and get loud in the comments. Because you know the algorithm feeds on the chaos. Also, quick vibe check before you scroll away. Did you spot the reference today? Take a good look at the outfit and tell me in the comments which universe I hijacked this from. I need to know if the AI nailed the look or if I just look like a confused side character. If you want to support the madness, the link to buy me a coffee is right down below. Catch you on the next reel. This was Kikai Wafra for News Geekly.